I, Twinkle Jan, welcome everyone to our webinar on emotional intelligence organized by Mevisha Foundation. As you all know, Mevisha Foundation is empowering individuals and communities through education, skill building, and mentorship. We are honored to introduce our esteemed speaker, Ms. Garima Tiwari, who is distinguished educator with more than 10 years of experience in teaching and training. She has empowered many students and professionals to excel in their career. Yes, Garima, please.
Yes, thank you so much, Twinkle, for a warm welcome.
Thank you.
Today we are here for a workshop on emotional intelligence. A very warm welcome to all of you. I'll just start sharing the screen. Before that, I would request if all of you can switch on your camera. Thank you, Ziana. Thank you, Ragipati ji, for switching on your camera. Thank you. I'm not able to get your name. It's written Vivo, so I'm not able to get your name. But Miss Neetu, Anuradha, Sangeeta, Mr. Mahalingam, am I right? Am I pronouncing your name properly, sir? Thank you.
Yes, madam,
Yes.
correct.
Thank you. So thank you so much, all of you who have switched on your camera. I would really appreciate your participation throughout the workshop. It is going to be a very interactive workshop, and I would appreciate everybody's participation. Any question, any query, you can anytime switch on, just speak up or write in the chat box. If for any reason you're not able to switch on your camera, I understand there can be some concerns. It's just you can communicate to me through chat box. Thank you who all have switched on their camera. Thank you so much. I'll just share my screen with all of you. Yes. So today we are here to talk on the topic emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, we will dive into it. What is emotional intelligence, how it is important, and what it is. Before that, just emotional intelligence is of prior importance in today's world. We keep seeing a lot of incidents on road rage, students coming under stress, all these things. And that is because we are not able to manage our emotions. What are emotions? What is EQ? We'll learn today. But first, let me share one image with all of you. And if all of you can just look at it, think about it, and just tell me your interpretation about it. Just plain interpretation, no filters, no judgment. Just what do you think is happening in this image? Plain interpretation, no judgment. If any of you can speak up.
Spending a time with a family member, spending a time with
Yes, with a kid, maybe some other daughter. Yes.
Given confidence with mother, I think.
Yes. Giving confidence or taking mother into confidence.
Yes.
Yes. This is something, all of us look for, a quality time. Somebody who can listen to us in this fast-paced life when, not just us professionals, even kids are very busy. They come from the school, go to the tuition, go for the classes, come back, do their homework, go to sleep. And Poonam ji is writing mother and daughter, yes. A quality time. Quality time is emotional bond and support by mother, yes. So this is a very simple scenario of two people sitting together, just listening to each other, sharing. Yes, Satish ji, sharing. And this is where this is something which we really look forward in today's fast-paced world. Sit down, have a chat, hold each other's hand, and listen. And this is something which is a major missing in today's world. We don't have time to do these things. But believe me, this can add another spark to your life. How? That is what we are going to learn today. Before knowing what is EQ, which is emotional quotient, all of us, I got to know from Twinkle ji that we have a lot of teachers, professors, and working professionals here. So IQ is not something which is a new term for all of us. If somebody can tell me, anybody, that what do you understand by IQ? What is intelligent quotient? Anybody? Even if it's you're wrong, it's completely fine, no problem.
Yeah, it's an ability to understand or recognize and then act accordingly. Understanding different aspects. May it be
Yes.
academics or an emotion or the behavior. In fact, even
Yes.
self-awareness come under this.
Lovely, ma'am. Lovely. Perfect. This is, when we say intelligence quotient, it's basically the cognitive function, reasoning, taking decision, understanding situation, basically all the aspects of intelligence. Okay, so whether we go for, let's say, interview, whether we go for college admission, we always, our IQ is Miss Ruchi, if you can please mute yourself. Miss Ruchi. Thank you so much. Thank you. So it is basically how a person reacts in a particular situation, use the information provided, and on the basis of interpretation gives the answers. But my basic question to all of you, does this also cover, like if I have a good IQ, 10 by 10, let's say 9 by 10, and that means I have a good IQ. But does that mean I'm also a person who have practical skills? I'm very creative and I'm emotionally strong person? Does IQ cover these aspects of a personality as well? Just a
No,
yes or no?
not at all. Not at all.
No, no, right? Thank you, ma'am. Lovely. Yes. Intelligent question can tell me, yes, I can take decision in a difficult situation. I am very intelligent. But does this only mean that, does this mean that I'm a creative person? No, it doesn't expect to cover the emotional side of me. Am I emotionally strong? We hear so many cases around under the stress, somebody did something. But why? This is because we might be scoring good in IQ, but what about emotional stability, emotional strength? That is what we all are not covering in IQ. Even in job scenario na these days, you all must be aware, IQ test hota hai, where we test the IQ of the person. Aptitude test. Those who are in education industry, we do aptitude test to see which field a child will go. But let's say if I give or Ziana gives an aptitude test and it says she can be a doctor, she gets into doctor line. But how she deals with the patient around her, that is not her technical skill, that is her EQ. So when a child secures good marks, we applaud for him or her. We give them a pat on the back. We say, well done, good job. But what is that? We are just giving compliment based on his or her marks, grades, his position. But is that a proof of intelligence? We are not bothering a child who has secured, let's say, full marks. Is he emotionally strong person? Or let's say in a very simple term, would he be able to behave properly in a social scenario? When I say social scenario, it can be your college, it can be your office, it can be your personal life. Why not? But a person who has secured good marks, how well he behaves in social finance scenario, isn't that important? Only IQ, marks, grades, your position. Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
Poonam,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Good.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Ma'am, every time
Ma'am, I'm not able to hear you.
Poonam, you are not audible.
Poonam ji, you can also write in the chat box if there is some problem.
Yeah, she was
Hello,
right.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you can. I can hear you now.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, hello, ma'am.
Can I say
Yes, sure.
in short that IQ means to measure reasoning ability of a
Yes,
person?
100%. 100%. It is measure of their reasoning ability, how well they can reason out. Yes, definitely.
yeah, definitely. Because every time an intelligent student cannot be right.
You're so right. You're
Yeah.
so right.
Sometimes a very low level person, low level student express themselves so beautifully that we sometimes we surprised कि इसने ऐसे बोल
Yes.
दिया. Yeah.
We are left in a shock. That we
Yeah.
think, oh, he's not academically good, but suddenly comes up with
Yeah.
a statement that we are left in surprise. Oh, really? You know
Yeah.
why? Because good leaders or good, wherever, whichever position you are, good leaders might be less in IQ, but they have to be very good in EQ.
Right.
This is what you are absolutely right, man, when you said that. Okay, your IQ can get you a good job,
Yeah.
but to survive in that job and
You
to
should
bring,
be level.
yes, and to make a good relationship in that job, to be very upfront, no, my good IQ will get me entry till the doors of the company or the institute.
Very
But
right.
once I am inside, the
Hmm.
connections which I make is my EQ.
Your
I
work,
might be,
your work speaks.
yes, your work
Your
speaks,
work
and
speaks.
yes, you are
But
so right, Poonam.
with your intelligence or IQ level, you can enter in your premises or enter your job profile. But when you will
Yes,
get the job and you will survive and you will show your work, only then you can.
yes, and that is why, because in a job front, or let's say I'm a lecturer or I'm a teacher,
Yeah.
everybody is smart there.
Yeah.
If I am teaching bio, the other teachers who are teaching bio, they also have a degree in bio. They also have done B.Ed and all other degrees which are required. So what is that will make my own space or connection with the people around me. That is where EQ comes.
Right.
EQ, the one who emerges as a leader, has high EQ. IQ is not relevant once you get inside. You're so right, Poonam ma'am. This is
100%.
correct. Emotional intelligence. In the future, EQ, emotional quotient, is to be the most important tool to access success. We are able to judge the success, uh,
Juhi ji is
judge the
writing something.
success by. Yes, I was just thinking that there is something in the chat box.
Yeah.
Juhi ji, I'll just read out her comments.
Yeah.
Emotional
Yes, ma'am.
quotient is the ability to understand and manage one's own emotions. Yes, ma'am. As well as recognize the emotions of others. It is crucial skill, very
Others.
crucial. Yes, and she has
Yes,
already written about teamwork. It is possible and successful with emotional EI of team members. You are just spot on, very right. This is what is emotional intelligence. And AI is coming everywhere, and the educators, those who work in the industry, where AI is no alien word to us now. AI can make you a very good CV, your profile, but that will not help you once you are inside. Okay, so I don't think I need to elaborate on definition of EQ now. Emotional intelligence, Poonam, sorry, Juhi ji said it so nicely. It is the ability to manage your emotions. I have to understand my emotions, but that is not enough. I have to understand the emotions of people around me. Technical skills might or it will get you a job, but the next step will come with your EI. Okay, it helps you manage stress, most importantly, manage stress, collaborate with others, and give feedback as well as accept feedback. And that is what is the base of any relationship, base of any team, any organization. Am I right? Yes or no? Please give me a thumbs up.
Yes,
Yes or
yes.
no?
Yes, definitely you are
Thank
right.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, let me all welcome you to the world of emotions. Let's see if you can identify this emotion. What is this emotion? What is this emotion?
Anger.
Anger? Only?
Frustration.
Frustration. Yes,
Confused.
he's
Confused.
frustrated.
Ma'am,
Because
confused.
Confused.
confusion.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
And
puzzled, confused.
doesn't all the educators somehow relate with this when the class is in chaos and we feel like doing this, but obviously we
Yes,
can't do
ma'am.
it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we feel like, oh my God, the class is totally out of control. Yes, frustration, confused, not knowing what to do. What about this? Very simple.
Scary.
Puzzled,
Scared,
feared,
fear,
scary,
Fearful.
scared,
scary.
fearful. Somebody has written stressed for the previous one. Yes, stress, scary. What about this? Oh, wow.
Happy.
Happy, so happy,
joyful.
joyful. And what about this sad boy?
Sad.
He's feeling lonely.
Emotionally distressed. Excited.
Exhausted
Overthinking.
Exhausted and sad.
and sad. You know how this is how we feel whenever we are
Emotional.
very emotional. You know, sitting alone. We also go through this, na? Sitting alone in the rain, feeling lonely or stressed out, or just we just want to be alone. Yes. And now this girl. I love this one, huh? The most one. The last girl. What is she
Sarcastic.
doing? Sarcastic? Ziana said
Whatever.
sarcastic. Whatever.
She's like communicating whatever.
I know, don't you think
Carefree.
every carefree? Yes. And I don't care attitude. Yes, I don't care. Oh,
Yes.
and you
I
know,
don't care.
each and every one of us have either given this attitude or given away this emotion, or we have seen this emotion in our kids or our students or our teammates. Whenever we give a feedback, whenever we tell them to do something again, or whenever we are being asked to do something over and over again, rolling eyes. You know what it is called? Rolling eyes. Oh, whatever. Yes. So this is also an emotion. And what are emotions? Emotions is like a tadka in the dal. Hum dal banate hain, we make dal, plain dal, and then we put tadka of jeera, spices, and in sambar we add a tinge of lemon. Emotion is exactly like, yes, Purvi. Emotions are exactly like that. They add the tadka into our life. How boring the life would have been without emotions, na? We don't feel happiness when our loved ones come to see us. We don't feel excited when they pass an exam. We don't feel bored. Getting an outing after feeling bored is another emotion. So emotions are like that tadka in our life, which makes our life tasty, spicy, and enjoyable. Is it? Can everybody relate to it? Am I right or wrong? Just correct me if I'm wrong. No problem.
Absolutely right.
No, they
Absolutely correct.
Yes,
Right,
ma'am.
ma'am.
You're right.
Right, ma'am.
yes, when we make chaat, we just squeeze a lemon over it. That lemon in our life is emotion. The emotions is the most precious, most beautiful gift God has given to us. We just need to identify them and manage them. And this is what we are going to do today. Let's move on.
And it helps in bonding also.
Definitely. When we have a set of friends also, one with whom we go when we are very happy, then we have made some achievement, and we have another friend to whom we go when we are very sad. So we make bonds on the basis of emotions. Why not? You're so right. This is, this picture clearly defines, precisely, clearly, properly defines emotional intelligence. What do you think it is? Kya hai ye? Why I have picked up this image only? Okay, let me tell you one thing. The left side is our brain, right side is our heart. Simple. Now somebody is writing in the chat box. Let me read. No. Okay, please come on. One side is our heart, other side is our mind. And this image I have chosen to explain emotional intent. Heart is connected to the brain. Okay. Yes, it is connected, definitely,
It's both
Poonam.
the psychological and the physiological state of us.
Okay. Yes, that is also right. Lovely. Why not? Anything else? Okay. So basically, I'll tell you what. Our heart is emotional. Thoughts and feelings, yes. Our heart is emotional. Our mind is practical. So we run our life by a connection between emotions and practicality. That means heart and mind. We cannot be only practical in life. Can we run our life by being only practical? No. We will definitely fall flat in every situation. Practical कैसे हो सकते हैं हर time? But can physical and mental health connection? Yes, Juhi ji. And we cannot run our life by being only emotional. फिर तो हो गया काम. We'll be, just if a businessman is emotional, one employee comes, oh, I'm facing this issue. Okay, take 10,000 rupees and go. I'm being emotional by seeing your sorrow. No, that is not possible. So emotional intelligence is a connection when we put that socket and we make our heart and our mind think together. That is what is emotional intelligence. In a simple words, दिल से दिमाग का connection. Nothing is possible by thinking only by heart. Nothing is possible by thinking only by mind. It has to be a connection with our heart. Heart, it must be combination of emotion and practical knowledge. Definitely, Purvi. It is definitely a combination. So, but when I say no emotion, it is not just my emotion. It is emotions of others also. Uh, just take a simple example. Let's say I'm running my own business. I cannot be practical all the time because let's say a person is my teammate is facing some issue, but I'm practical. I want only numbers. I want only profit from my business. So I say, okay, you handle your emotion, your problems, and leave the company. I don't want you. But no, he or she might be an asset to my company. But I cannot be emotional. Okay, and then everybody will come to me with their problem and say, this is this, and I'll be just ruining my business. It has to be a combination of both. We have to connect our mind, and that is why, if you think of your body, our mouth is centered between our mind and our heart, so that we use both of them and then open our mouth to say. Does that make sense to all of you? Opening our mouth only after making a connection of heart and our mind so that it's a balance of both. Definitely. Emotions create sense, but create strength. I'm so sorry. Yes, definitely. Yes. So it's dil se dimag ka connection. Feeler and feel and thinker integration. Yes. Thank you, Divya ji, for giving me a thumbs up. So, emotional intelligence is it's one thing which helps to regulate and understand emotion, not just our, no, but also of the other. And that too in a positive way to relieve stress and take intentional, and maybe I should say, turn intentions into actions. We have to turn our intentions into action. If the heart is happy, then the brain works happily. Yes, correct. I'll just read this quote for you. While book smarts might help you pass a test, emotional intelligence is what truly prepares you for the real world by being aware of others' feeling as well as your own feeling. Real world is not practical. Real world is full of challenges. Real world is not about just showing off your technical skill. Real world is about dealing people. A good engineer can make a good machine, but ultimately he has to sell it to real people in the market. And for that, you need emotional intelligence. Let's say this now. So I'll be just asking one or two question. Don't worry. It's a simple question like you have to complete the sentence. For example, I say, I feel angry when somebody makes me wait. I feel very angry. So let's see if somebody else can answer this. Neetu ji, yes. Purvi, yes. Yes, I'm saying we'll just say play a quick game where I'm going to ask you a question. You have to complete the sentence, not a question. Purvi ji, would you like to answer?
मैम क्वेश्चन सुना ही नहीं है आप
Okay.
रिपीट करो ऐसे
ये है, if you feel happy when, आप कब खुश फील करते हो? कब आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है? What makes you feel happy? Anybody else can raise their hand if
Ma'am, hello.
yes. हाँ जी Purvi.
I feel happy when others are happy
Yes.
with me.
Very good. So you find happiness in others. आपके सब आसपास
Yes.
खुश हैं तो आप भी खुश हैं. Correct? Yes.
Yes.
Ziana,
I'm
what
happy with
makes you
my friend.
angry? Sorry, Purvi miss. चलिए, Purvi जी चल बताइए.
क्या मैम?
आप कुछ बोल रहे हो?
हाँ, मतलब I feel happy when others are happy.
Yes. We feel happy when our family members, people around us are happy. Very true.
Ma'am,
Ziana.
may I?
Yes.
Yes, sure. I'm not able to get your name.
Ma'am, it's Vishal Singh.
Yes, Vishal ji, बोलिए.
Ma'am, I feel happy when I make a positive impact in the society.
Yes, so you want to contribute to society. Why not? And what makes somebody angry? Who would like to answer?
When I enter
Yes,
my
sir.
hobbies, I feel happy.
When you are able to give time to your hobby, am I right?
No, when I enter my office, I feel happy.
So your office is your happy place.
Yes.
Why not? And what makes us angry? Who would like to share? What makes us angry? Yes,
When
Divya ji.
something is not
Ma'am,
achieved, when I don't,
Some-
when some task is being misplaced or when I couldn't complete the task, quickly I may get angry.
Yeah, that makes you angry. And what makes
ma'am,
it feel
I
at
feel angry.
peace?
Ma'am, may
Yes,
I?
sir. Yes, sure.
Ma'am, I feel angry when I see that something wrong is going on in the society, but I can't change it or I can't do anything for it.
Or it is beyond your control. आपके control के बाहर है
Yes,
एकदम. Why
it's
not?
against my power.
And what makes us feel at peace? एकदम, this is the moment. यही होना चाहिए बस. What makes us feel at peace? A cup of
Sleep.
tea?
A sleep, a good sleep.
A good sleep?
Good nature between
Good
the
nature?
neighbors.
When we are spending a quality time with the loved ones.
Loved ones?
A me
Family?
time. A me
A
time.
me time, yes.
Family time.
Family, friends,
Family time.
students,
Friends.
every.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I
Yes,
feel
Poonam
happy.
ji.
I feel peace when I go for a long drive.
For a
And with
long drive.
music.
Yes, why not? Small
Yeah.
things makes it feel at peace. For me, a cup of coffee when nobody's there, just sitting beside the window, next makes me feel at peace. So see, we all are aware. This is self-awareness. We are all
Yeah.
are aware what makes us happy, what makes us angry, and that is self-awareness. Self-awareness is being aware of your emotions and of others as well.
Yeah.
Right? But just think over it sometime that are we actually doing what makes us feel happy, and or what we are doing to come over a thing which makes us angry. Like somebody is late, I feel angry. So I try whenever I'm meeting somebody, I am on time. So this is self-awareness. You know what makes you happy, and let's do that thing and do it now. And we all can do it. That is self-awareness.
And I feel very bad when I see such young children, those who are begging on red lights. And I feel very
Yes.
bad. And
Because
I
these
used,
things are,
I used to
yes.
say to them, Ki, please come to my place, I'll give you food and I'll give you money. So they said, Ki, no, I don't want to go.
Because that is their happy place with their
Because
family.
it is their happy place. Yeah.
Yes, with their family.
Yeah.
So see this scenario, which is there on your screen, this scenario shows maybe a board meeting, and you can, those who are educators then can just think about it as your classroom scenario, where we are trying to deliver our point or deliver our speech about something very important. But one of the member or one of the students, for those who are educators here, one of the student is not listening to us. They are at in some other zone only. One, impromptu reaction of ours would be to stop the meeting, point out that person, why you are doing this, why you are not listening. This class is important because we think we are important. That is an immediate reaction. But what would be the ideal reaction? Ideal reaction would be, anybody wants to judge what should be the ideal reaction?
Maybe being neutral rather than sharing in front of others. Maybe in a later call them in person and you can just tell them.
Yes, you're so right. At times, yes, Rupali.
Maybe we could ask that person that if everything is okay with him or her.
Yes, correct. But maybe at times the person doesn't want to answer it in front of everybody. So maybe what we can do is we can give all the students or the teammates, whatever is the scenario in your mind, we can give them a task. Okay, do this when my target, treat with empathy. Yes, treat with empathy. So maybe I can give my teammates a particular task and you get done with this task while I come back. And that time I take that person aside, speak to him or her, ask her what is bothering him or her. No, that will solve two purpose. If I have shouted on that person immediately, I would have, that person will not have respect for me because he or she is already triggered by something. He's already disturbed, and on the top of that, I am also shouting on him or her. I might lose that person. But if I take that person aside and ask him, what is that? What is the issue? Number one, my respect, that person will start respecting me even more. Number two, and most importantly, that person will vent out and he will feel at peace. And we will feel happy that, oh, he was facing this issue. That is why he or she was reacting like this. So it will solve both the purpose. We getting our employee back, and secondly, that employee will become more loyal towards us because they would start respecting us now that, oh, instead of shouting for me on me in front of everybody, she opted to talk to me. Talk, listen, converse. These are the most important thing in today's time. Let's talk it out. And that is self-regulation. Self-regulation means regulating your own emotions. We are very impulsive these days. कुछ हुआ नहीं कि we react. ये काम नहीं हुआ, we react. But why? Take a deep breath. Not just understand your emotion, understand others' emotion as well. And we all, morning में we all are just want to do everything in a jiffy. ये काम किया, वो काम किया. Sometimes something happens in the morning, our mood spoils. But do we enter into our office with the same mood? No, we cannot and we do not. Because if I'm entering in the office or my institute with a frown on my face, everybody will look at me with a frown. And top of that, agar kisi ne just shouted on me, then my mood will be spoiled, my day will be spoiled. But at the same time, when I enter the organization with a smile on my face, thinking, Jo hua, so hua, let's enter there. Thank you, Juiji. Controlling one's own emotion, yes. So I have to just put my emotions, lock them for a moment and enter my organization. And you can see the magic. Enter saying your, guard bhaiya, good morning. Everybody say everybody good morning and everybody will reply back to you with a smile and you will forget. And top of that, if one friend comes to you and say, what's wrong? Are you okay? Oh, sir, we just went out. Fir to nobody can stop us from making our day good because we have vented out. Bol diya jab, sab bol diya. We must not mix our personal and yes, definitely. But it's not personal. It's not just personal and professional. In professional setup also, we get triggered. Our emotions get triggered due to something. But that doesn't mean if somebody has spoiled my mood, I will spoil everybody's mood. I have to take a well-informed decision. What is required? And that is what the next slide says. Anyone can be angry. That is very easy. But to be angry with the right person, I'll just give me a moment. I'm not able to read it. To the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose and the right way. That is not easy. गुस्सा होना हम सबको आता है. Anybody who thinks मुझे तो गुस्सा आता ही नहीं है. I don't think so. There are one or two moments in our everyday life we lose our temper, be it on our colleagues, our boss, our kids, even on ourselves. होता है. Everybody loses their temper. But that is the easiest job to do. Most difficult job is to be angry with the right person to the right degree. What does it mean? It simply means you are going for an interview. You are dressed to the perfection. Somebody comes and bangs your bike or your car. Impromptu decision क्या होगा हमारा? Open the car and you just shout on the other person. But उस time ज़रूरी क्या है? That time the important thing is my interview. So let's take a step back, take a deep breath, say sorry and move on. Because what is important at that time is to give the interview. So it is very easy to get angry, but किस पे हो रहे हो गुस्सा? Are you getting angry to the right degree and at the right time? That is not easy and that is not easy. And that is what a person with high EQ can definitely attain. Am I right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Juiji.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, you're right.
Anything you don't agree, you are completely free to write in the chat box, unmute yourself. But please, let's contribute to this. Thank you so much, Juiji. Thank you. Yes. Anybody remember this ad? ये ad याद है किसी को? I loved this ad. कोई guesses?
Something
I'm
smile
so
wala.
sorry.
You have
Good
to
day.
हाँ.
Good day biscuit with a smile.
Good day biscuit with a
Ah,
smile.
yeah.
Let's watch this video for a short while. Let's see what it says. I'll mute myself.
एक स्माइल दे जरा मुस्कुरा, अपने हैं सब तो रिश्ता बना, कुछ मेरी सुन कुछ अपनी सुना, एक स्माइल दे जरा मुस्कुरा, एक स्माइल मुस्कुरा, एक स्माइल मुस्कुरा, एक स्माइल मुस्कुरा, एक स्माइल मुस्कुरा। एक स्माइल दे जरा मुस्कुरा, अपने हैं सब तो रिश्ता बना, कभी खुद को झुका कभी उसको उठा, एक स्माइल दे जरा मुस्कुरा।
Garima, unmute yourself.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes,
Twinkle
ma'am.
ji. This video precisely tells, you know what? Emotions are the most contagious thing. They spread like virus. You know, Deepika in that video was just moving around with a smile, and she made connection with that lady in the lift and that newspaper vendor whom she didn't know only. And the way he said bye, he gave him that book, he gave her that bookmark as well. Emotions are the most contagious thing we can, something which we can spread to people around us the most easily, most priceless and most precious thing. So this is the power of emotions. So rather than frowning and thinking about what is wrong with us, let's just concentrate on the positive side of that tadka in our life and spread that tadka, the zest of lemon, to in everybody's life. Yes, you need not know the person to smile at. Anuradha ji is saying smile is contagious. Yes, universal and precious. Universal. Kahin bhi chale jao. You go to London, you go to Paris, wherever. You smile at a person, he'll smile back at you. You don't know each other's language, but smile is a language. So this is what is emotional intelligence. I will just cover how to improve emotional intelligence, but before that, let me let me ask if anybody has a question or a point to make. Please come up with your maybe your questions or your points, something you want to share. Many of us have faced this situation. Na? We go to workplace with something which has happened at home, and moment we enter that workplace or we see the smiling face of our child or a child giggling on the street corner, our mood changes.
This happens even not only with adults, even with the children, Each child comes with a different mood to the classroom. And in way,
Yes.
especially, which is most important, it may it be the primary lot or the secondary lot, doesn't matter. We conduct a circle time with them. Just stand in the
Yes.
circle. I used to ask them, who are all very happy, step back. Who are all not happy, step inside. And they will
Yes.
let it out why they were unhappy. It would be silly reason. A grade 10 child or a grade 9 child would express that I got a plate, my mama was little upset with me, which made my day upset. The child had come to the class with the same mood. Then we used to ask, what would be the solution you feel? The child
Yes.
herself says, I have to get up early. So what can be done? I'll go and say sorry to mama. That's done. The child is clear and there is no upset feeling at all. The child can focus completely in the class. This worked miracles in my team. And the same I used to do with
Yes.
my team of
Lovely.
teachers too.
Lovely, lovely. And Anuradha ji, what's the thing here? Listen. We
Yes.
want somebody to listen to us.
Without
Self-aware.
judging. Without judging.
Exactly. Exactly. Now that girl is aware, that girl or boy is aware कि मैं upset हूँ. I'm angry. With mama, with maybe sibling, whatever. That is self-awareness. Empathize. You empathize with him. अच्छा क्या हुआ बता. And then
Unless they speak, they always understand mama scolded me. When they realize it was because of what I got a plate,
that
that's
this
the reason
happened.
when they speak up without, nobody is judging, I can do that. Because I start with today, I'm so happy, this is the reason for it. When I say that, then everybody comes out with their own, okay, ma'am itself telling, I can open up. That
Yeah,
happens.
because you are giving them a patient listening, na, Anuradha ji. Am I
Correct,
right?
correct.
Agar
Yes.
we are not telling them, you are not being judged. If we are not
Correct.
telling them that open up, speak to us, they will not speak up. So
Correct.
first job, you made the complete background for these pointers. I need not make a background. First thing Anuradha ji was making children aware कि वो upset है, वो गुस्सा है, they are angry, they are upset. Second thing, she empathized with them. Okay, I am with you. I'm there to listen to you. Bolo. Then active listening. You know, had it be kabhi kabhi, I think kabhi kabhi kya most these days it's happened with everybody. हम जाते हैं, we are bottled up with something. You know, be it a child, बच्चे से लेके आजकल, you know, the old age person सब bottled up है with some regrets. And we go bottled up with emotions to somebody, a friend or mama or whomsoever, and that person is busy in mobile. हाँ. And then we say, अच्छा चलो रहने दो. Why? Active listening नहीं हो रही है. We want somebody to listen to us. And that is missing. Practice active listening, like Anuradha ji said, listen without judgment and stay calm. And this is not just for students or educators or a housewife or a working professional. It is for everybody. Stay
This
calm.
happens with the teachers also, no? As a
All the
team
time.
leader, my teachers come with a different mode, right? Which will affect them. When they don't smile and I ask them what has happened, nothing, ma'am. When something is there, come to my room. Let's talk. You know,
Let's
give them
talk.
a paper, vent it out, whatever it is, leave it in the room and go out. They are
You are
so
right.
happy and they feel somebody is there for me.
That feeling is missing these days. You are so right. Somebody to listen to. ऐसा नहीं है कि the Bhagwati ji, if you can please mute yourself. Bhagwati ji, if you can please, thank you so much. You know, ऐसा नहीं है, the problem which I am facing, it's new in this universe. Everybody is sailing in the same boat. Either flight with sibling or spouse or something wrong in the work front, or we are not able to meet the deadline, or kids exam. All the mothers here will agree. Kids exam gives us stress. But is it wise to vent out on the child? वो भी बेचारा टेंशन में है कि उसके एग्जाम्स हैं, हम भी वेंट आउट कर देंगे तो he also going to get jiffy, like, oh my god. So we have to get hold of our emotions, stay calm under this pressure and listen. And most
I
important,
used
like,
to, keep a bottle. I'm sorry I interrupted. I used to keep a
no
transparent
problem.
bottle with a nice bow in it. Pick up will be written. So when they come with this mode, I tell them, you open up, pick one sheet and read for yourself. It's for you. Whatever it comes, you take it up. So I have written a lot of positive things.
Oh
And
my
somebody
god,
gets, you are
lovely.
awesome, you are amazing, keep going, don't worry. Everything will be taken care. This will pass on. All these kind of chits are there. Whatever they pick up, it makes them, such a
The
wide
immediate
smile.
smile,
Yeah,
yes.
such a wide smile. And I used to keep a lot of posters. They can write their feelings and put it on the posters.
Oh my
That
god, I
also
want to
will.
meet you, huh? I just love this technique. And this is what you're doing. Take a time out. You tell them, come out. You know, in that situation, the only thing we are going to do is get upset even more and vent out our negative emotions. Take a time out. You know, and this technique, even students and even small kids, we can teach them. Whenever they are angry, just tell them, okay, take a time out. Go, take deep breath. वापस आओ, हम बात करेंगे. Or we can do this to ourselves also. हमें भी गुस्सा आता है. We all are human beings. Whenever you are just filled with negative emotions, cool down, take a time out, and that just, calm you down. And as Anuradha ji said, बाहर आ जाओ, we'll talk. वो बाहर आना ही एक time out है. Because अगर आप उन्हें बाहर नहीं लाओगे, their whole day will get spoiled. और कुछ नया नहीं है उन emotions में.
This helps for team building also. No, they will trust you as a mentor. They trust you. They look forward for you. Even गलती हो गया, सीधा आके मैम ऐसा मैं
हुआ
गलती
ये.
कर दिया. Please help me. Which
Correct.
is when a person comes and says I did an error to the team leader, then that's where you feel you have achieved as a good team leader.
And as you said correctly, Anuradha ji, team building, collaboration, and and this is how you make sure you retain the employees. Because these days you might get money in every organization. What you don't get is a connection. And believe me, everybody, all of you who are here would agree to me that sometimes we live in an organization for ages, not because they are paying well, but because of the connect. यहाँ पे connection है. Maybe I'm getting less than you, but I would love to be here. Ma'am, it happens sometimes that children from different class, even they don't know me, then also they come to meet me during recess just because the smiling faces and every time listening. You know, this thing is, I taught when one of the workshop also to the college students, I told them, there is a reason God gave us 2 ears and one mouth. तो सुन लो अच्छे से, then open your mouth. Because we are in hurry. बोलना है बस. बोलना है, सुनना नहीं है. अरे, take a deep breath. रुको. Listen. Listening is such an important skill which is missing. हर कोई जल्दी में, अच्छा जल्दी बोल. अच्छा नहीं, I have a message. You know, we are missing connect with a person who's standing right in front of us, and we want to make a connection on mobile with a person who's sitting in London. कोसों दूर बैठा हुआ है. But uski problem is real time problem. But the person who's standing in front of me can wait. No, listen, communicate clearly. क्या होता है ना कि we have to keep our ego aside. हम सोचते हैं हम boss हैं, हम leader हैं, हमने जो बोला समझना ही पड़ेगा. No, you also have to make sure your communication is clear, precise, you know, and be open to questions. I might be a person with less IQ, and another teammate might be a person with very high IQ. So maybe Anuradha ji's instruction, other person will understand like this. Mujhe time lagega. But as a leader, the person has to make sure that if I'm asking a question, listen to my question and answer. And most importantly, you need not to answer like this. Abhi bola sawal, abhi jawab de do. Are listen to the question, think, comprehend it, and then give the solution or the answer. So, as I said in the beginning, the God has made our body just not like that, jiffy made. He hasn't made our body in jiffy. If ego to be replaced, I, to, we, and us. So, right. Ego is something is very important in EI, emotional intelligence. ऐसा नहीं है, we have to keep our ego in a box and just lock it and सोचो कि है ही नहीं. क्यों? Ego is important. But at times, with the one situation we saw, we have to keep our ego aside and give a patient hearing to the other person, because that is EI. I might have done engineering from the top-notch college, but that is only my qualification to deliver, let's say, a project. But a project I cannot do alone. I need know my teammates with me. And that is where EI comes into action. We should understand the thin line between ego and self-respect. And this is clear, there are no issues. And respect also you get by listening only. Everything is like this. I told you, heart and mind connection. So everything is interconnected. You will not get respect if you're not listening. You cannot boost your ego just by shouting on everybody. Then you'll not get good employees. You'll only get robots in your company. So we have to make connections and collaborate with people, find out solution, resolve conflict by practicing all these things which are there listed on the screen. And the picture you see on the right hand side, you know, that is what we have to do every day. We have to think कि connection कैसे बनाए. You know, IQ, I'm not saying IQ cannot be improved. Yes, by doing some activities, puzzles, which can. But it cannot be, you know, we cannot jump from 3 IQ to 10 immediately. But emotional intelligence, we can master. And again, say we can master, we just have to practice. I'm not saying just these 6 things. There are many, so many things apart from these 6 things which we can practice. But practice them and you will get to master emotional intelligence. And it is not, I'm not saying today you say, I'm going to score high EI, and tomorrow you will be a person who's, you know, you like a gelling with everybody. No. It takes time. But who is in rush when in the end we are going to get human connection? So that is what is emotional intelligence. there are many points which we can work on when we have to gain emotional intelligence. But if we just practice these six things, and most important, meditation. We underestimate power of meditation. We underestimate power of me time. We underestimate power of taking a deep breath, taking a step back and stop. But these are the most powerful tools. Yoga, deep breathing, manage stress and anxiety. हर एक को stress है. Is there anybody in my workshop जिसको stress नहीं है किसी भी चीज का? सब smooth चल रहा है. Anybody? हर कुछ छोटा सा तो होगा ही. Even after this workshop, you'll be thinking खाना बनाना है. That is also a stress. But right now you are sitting here and participating because you want to do it. So that is EI. So most importantly, embrace imperfection and accept feedback. हमको सिर्फ अच्छा feedback सुनना है. You are good, you are excellent, you are superb. But once somebody says, no, there is a mistake in your delivery, your mistake in your assignment. अरे नहीं, कैसे? Feedback नहीं लेना. So accept feedback, accept imperfection. This is about emotional intelligence. I hope it's clear. If anybody has doubt, you can please, speak to me, switch on your camera, write in the chat box. Why not? We all are facing something or the other thing in our daily life. Any questions? No questions. We all are perfect
All
in
about
EI.
listen. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Diana. Sure.
Yeah, you told I'm a teacher and listening is very important. But nowadays we don't get time at all to listen children. We have to complete our portion and so many other things, government activities, these, that. So
you're right, Diana.
the
You're
listening,
right.
yeah, listening ability, how to listen. Even these days, I have lost my listening ability totally because of all the government. Actually, it's real
No,
thing.
Diana ji, you know what? As I said, it is very easy to vent out our frustration on the students. But is it required? The only thing I would say, wear a mask. Next time you enter a class, wear a mask. And just, we use this technique a lot of times. We imagine, close our eyes and imagine today is going to be the perfect day and manifestation and put a mask. We all are moving around with a mask on our face. What is that mask? To not let others know what is going inside us. So the kids, the students, you might be teaching in college, you might be teaching in school. Are they worried about what is going on in our life? I don't think so. They're not worried about. So what is the point shouting on them? And believe me, there are students who remember you for their life, for the smile on your face. When you said, okay, come along, my child, I will listen to you. What happened to you? Why you were so anxious today? Is there something wrong? I know, Diana, it's very difficult to implement this, but it is not impossible. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Just a smile. We get irritated. That's very normal. That's not you. I think every educator, every teacher, and even students, are they not irritated by the teacher? Every one lecture, one teacher comes, another lecture, another teacher comes. वो भी equally frustrated हैं. They don't want to study, but they are made to sit in the classroom. So let's vibe with them. Let's come to their level and think what we can do to, as Anuradha ji said, take them out. Tell me what happened. And that will solve. Why not? Practice. We have to practice this. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Can I share? Hello?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah. See, in the present world today, the technology is advancing, and in a way, the technological advancement is deteriorating the feelings, emotions of the individual.
Yes,
we
sir.
are hooked up with cell phones, and comparing to the present to the past, 20 years before, there was no technology, and but the emotional bond was very strong.
Yes,
But today,
you are right.
entirely different. And what should be the roadmap? Maybe after 10 years, the technology is going to take up. Every now and then it keeps on coming new technology. So man has become a robot today. I don't know whether you agree
Yes,
with my statement.
I agree. 100%.
The children, for example, are tuned up to the cell phone devices, modern gadgets. The emotion sharing between the parents, siblings are totally lacking. Even when they go to school, the teacher and taught relationship is a big question today. So how we can rectify these issues, madam?
I heard this somewhere, Joseph, so thanks for sharing your thoughts. But I read it somewhere, the way we are advancing, this all will have a, this all technological advancement will have a slow death very soon. Why I'm saying this is because we might be running every day towards technology. But what is that is binding students, kids. Earlier, what happened was there was joint family. Students were not looking for inspiration outside. Maybe his elder sibling is an inspiration. Grandparents were there to tell this is right way to behave. But now nuclear setup has come. So nobody, parents are going for work, kids have classes, there's nobody to tell them what is right or what is wrong. So maybe you are right. You are 100% right that they are inclined towards technology. But if you look into an organization, be it a corporate, be it an educational institute, students still look forward to the to some words from their teacher, to some words from their leaders. जो AI है ना, that can easily do the technical work. Let's say I'm an engineer, I made a machine, but ultimately that machine I have to sell to you. If you are you are sitting in the market, that AI will not do for me. And that is why in the beginning of the workshop only I said EI is the most important requirement of today's world. Technology is only robot, but robot doesn't have emotions. And that is why we have to work on EI. And people are moving towards why suddenly there's a shift towards yoga, Ayurveda, meditation. Why? It was not there some time back. Because now, today is the time when we need all these skills. So,
Thank
as you
you.
said,
Thank
I
you.
hope I answered your question, but yes, it is to be practiced.
Yeah.
Slow change, but yes, the only requirement is to understand each other.
Yes. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts. AI can guide us only, but yes, Poonam ji, yes. When AI is
Madam,
taken
and
care of.
it is an excellent session. I am
Thank you,
silently
sir.
watching. And currently, the emotional management in all the sector is very, very important. And I am part of healthcare over 30 years, both on academic side and administration side. The empathetic approach in patient care is needed much more from all the level. So especially this type of classes and programs definitely will enhance the part of the empathetic field. And thank you very much for your excellent interactive session, madam. Okay, wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Mahalingam, sir. And he's so right. No, and that is why if you see in corporate, in education sectors, institutes are more investing on these sessions because stress and emotions that not even kids, even grown-ups are failing to express.
That the ratio and the percentage of suicidal is keep on increasing, but that is mainly happening due to the emotional issues that can
Emotional
be
issues. Yes, we have nobody to listen to us. We don't know how to vent out. We have emotions bottled up, but how to vent out, that we don't know. And that is what is to be learned, and that is a need of the hour. You're so right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Any other question? Divyaji, you want to say something, I think.
No, it's not all about the question, ma'am. It's just a suggestion that rather than completing the portions what is there in a academic or in the syllabus, maybe out of 40 minutes, we can spend 10 minutes to know each other. That will be better. Because in future, I don't think the bookworm or the students who are scoring with first class or with the grades or with ranking, they're not succeeding in their life. They don't know
Yes.
how to take up their own decisions, or like as you said, they don't know how to move into the society. In this
Lovely.
current scenario, rather than studies or related with education, it must be like 75 and 25. 75 can be with the studies and with their books, with their education, etc. But 25%, you have to teach the student how to face the society. Where either he's scoring out or he's not scoring out, he should know how to withstand in his life and how to overcome in this society. That's very important. Rather than like, as you said, they should know how to face this world. But if you see, as sir said, like suicide and other unnecessary thinkings are happening, it is mainly because that we are not giving a space to the children to talk. That's the major reason. And we are not giving them enough and sufficient time to think one after the other, one after the other. We are just giving packed up work. So
Yes.
that has to be
Yes, yes.
avoided. We have to spend time for the children, and we, as you said, we have to listen to them, and we have to make our cup empty. What they are saying, we have to put an input towards it. That makes
Perfect.
more
Lovely.
and
You're so right. You are so right. Because, you know, even some institute have started saying portion ho jayega. Portion will get clear, will get completed. Please focus on the students because, you know, earlier we didn't have any tension when we were in school. But abhi even students are under stress, be it stress of studies or be it peer pressure.
क्योंकि वो बच्चों के लिए हमने बात करने के लिए कुछ भी समय नहीं दे रहे हैं, वही प्रॉब्लम है.
Yes.
है ना?
And they don't have
And
also time.
ma'am, the very sad example we hear, like from the students who are going to Kota and other academies, they are far away
It's a
from
rat
their
race
home
there.
and
Yeah.
studying all alone. They're not able to, have they're not emotionally strong and then committing suicide because of the fear of failure. So that thing we have to really work on it to make our students emotionally strong so that they can face the
Real
real
world.
world, the pressure
Real
of the real
world.
world.
Yes.
Yes,
Pressure.
ma'am.
There's a lot of
Correct.
pressure.
Exactly. And more or less, we have to teach the children to get failures also. Only then they will balance in their life.
Yes.
Face the
Definitely.
failure.
Yes, there is nothing
Exactly.
wrong to
As you
accept
said.
the failure. Failure doesn't mean the
Exactly.
end of the world.
It's not.
They should
And
be
you
balanced.
remember only the backbenchers, if you can recall your school time, backbenchers
And
are
backbenchers.
working so good in life. No, why not?
Yes,
Because they have
exactly,
faced
right.
failure. They are not scared of failure.
Exactly.
They are
True,
doing so well. Because we have to learn, as you said, Juhi ji said, Divya ji said that they don't know. Are failure ho gaya, ab kya kare? So what? It's just one stumping stone. Move ahead. There's full life ahead of you. Why not? So true. Very right. So if I know the time is running out, Pringle so to wind up, if you still have any query which you are not able to share with me right now, maybe.
Garima ji,
Yes.
can you summarize the things just for 2 minutes?
Yes, why not? Why
Yeah,
not?
please.
So,
Yeah, please.
basically, EI today is the something which is of the most importance in today's world. It is the need of the hour because we all, not just students, not just educators, not just housewife, and not just working professionals, everybody is rushing from morning to evening. We are just in rush to complete task, and in that rush, we are just missing that connection with people around us, connection and patient listening. We don't have time to give patient listening. So next time when somebody comes to you with a thought to let's speak, that time just hold back, sit down and keep your mobile aside, most importantly, and say, okay, let's talk. Take decision by making a connection between your heart and your mind, because that is EI that is required these days. You can make a robot, but robot would not know how to react when there's something bad has happened, because he is just a machine. We know if somebody has lost a match, we have to be empathetic towards him. We know if somebody has won something, we have to smile with them. Robot doesn't know that. And we humans are blessed with the emotions, that zest of our life. Please, let's use them very wisely. Use those blessings which are given by God, the blessing of feeling emotions and reflecting them. Let's reflect positive emotions and collaborate with people around you. Let's make this world a better world where we can connect with each other. The only thing missing these days is connection. We are just leading our own life and not having that connection. So that is what is EI. Yes.
Yeah. Any questions, please? Then we can wind up the things.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Raghupathi ji, Divya ji.
Yeah, thank
Any
you.
Even
questions?
Very
Jui ji
much,
was quite active.
This is very
Yeah,
much
Jui
session.
ji, Anuradha ji. Yeah, please.
Sorry, Raghupati ji wants to say
Yeah,
something.
please. Yeah, Raghupathi ji.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually,
thank
Miss
you very
Garima,
much.
you made us, so active throughout your session. It was really
Thank you
very
so
wonderful.
much. Thank you. And you were also active throughout the session. I can read your comments.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this session. I thank to Twinkle Jain and Karima Tiwari ma'am. Basically, as a love, gratitude, smile is a basic for the create positive emotions.
Environment.
So we need to practice. Sometimes I'm also went to negative emotions, but I need to practice
Turn them into
to
positive.
overcome. Yes, because we overcome.
Yes.
In this session, actually, Poonam and Anuradha ma'am, Divya is a very good interactive. So I
Yes,
am
thank you.
very
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Raghupathi
much.
ji. Anuradha ji, thanks a lot for your nice comments. Juhi ji, Mahalingam, but there are so many names. I can't take all names, but thanks a lot, all of you, for such an interactive and interesting webinar. Garima ji,
Thank you,
thanks a
ma'am.
lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Twinkle ji.
Thank
This
you so
was
much.
in collaboration with Mevisha. And I really appreciate the efforts they are putting up to give back to the community. Very nice effort. And I hope all of you who attended took out time from their busy life and attended this workshop. I hope you have benefited, and I hope we all together will try to imply these in our daily routine, not just once or twice, but everyday effort will count. Thank you so much, Twinkle ji, and all the participants.
Thank you. Thanks, Garima.
Thank you.
Thanks all of
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Yeah,
Twinkle
thank
ji
you.
and Garima ji.
Juhi ji,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much. Okay,
Thank you, Anuradha.
bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.